Well, hello there. Um, Today's topic will be on shoes. No, JK. Today I'm going to talk about um, my specific personal views on homosexuals and how they are depicted in media, theater, TV, film, music, etc. But I'll try to keep it short because I'm sure I could ramble on for a while about this. And right now I know you're all thinking, oh my god, some drugged up fairy in an Abercrombie shirt is going to talk to me about analytical descriptions of gays in the media. um, but let's move past that a little bit, shall we? By the way, sorry for the this. I've been sick in bed all day. Um, so you should all feel sorry for me, big time. Just kidding. All right. So if I were to discuss my personal views on depictions of gays in pop culture media, I would say that yes, for the most part, um, characters of that are homosexual um, in many of those mediums are built upon stereotypical foundations, and I think that is because it's becoming more the gay culture and homosexuality is becoming more accepted. I guess we'll say globally, but mostly focus on America. Yeehaw. Uh, I think that it's becoming, it's definitely becoming more accepted and definitely more, definitely a little bit, it's definitely more easy to talk about within recent years. Movements, in gay marriage across the country and civil rights and things like that. Um, I think that, you know, art, if we look at Wild and art following life, life following art. I definitely do think that art in this case follows life, and that it's becoming easier to talk about or to depict gay characters in TV and movies because it's becoming more acceptable in our culture. Um, and I think we can see that, just in looking back. Um, just, I mean, we could go back a ways, but let's just go back about 60 years to Tennessee Williams. Streetcar Named Desire has so much gay so many gay references and so many things that are hidden and you wouldn't really know unless you were, you know, Tennessee Williams, one of his friends, or friends, or part of the gay community. It'd be hard for you to realize 'cause a lot of the terms that are in the play and things like that. But and things with the Wade Patlock law, you know what I'm talking about, and those things being disestablished and gays being able to be shown in theater and in film and TV and things like that. But it's kind of hard to look at it from an analytical point of view for that stereotype. Meaning, for me as a gay person to talk about, the truth of how gays are depicted in media is not something you would necessarily always want to look at, but it's definitely interesting. Um, to be completely honest, Will and Grace is one of my favorite TV shows. It's hilarious. It never fails to make me smile, laugh, pick me up when I'm feeling down. Um, it really always does. But the gay characters in that show are 89% of the time are deal with stereotypical situations or built they're mostly built upon stereotypical foundations that make that constantly just make fun of their the gay culture's stereotypes and what they're supposed to be like, and things like that. And that's not necessarily a good thing. It definitely sets that movement back a little bit because it groups homosexual people in a them category instead of an us. Um, that's what stereotypes do. Um, but it's funny, and it got them ratings and laughs, so I can see why they did it, and I love it. I even have season four queued up right now. Season four, it's a great season. I suggest you get it. But I think it is definitely important to look at it seriously and realize that these are not how everyday gay people are, date on a day-to-day basis and what they do and their problems and that they have real problems and real situations and just like any other character would be. And I think you could even see that a little bit more. Another one of my favorite TV shows is Ugly Betty, which a certain friend of mine got me hooked on. We'll call him EB for now. um, but I love that show, and one of the many reasons I love that show is because they do have a few homosexual characters that are essential to the plot in every episode, and they are more than just the character that runs into the room, opens the door, and sings the opening line to Rose's turn from Gypsy. They're definitely more than that. It's real characters involved with characters heterosexual, homosexual, from across crossing every boundary, and it definitely develops them more as a character. And I do definitely think that is because of the movement to of acceptance that is generally seen, I think, in the world. I mean, there's still many struggles, and it's still very far to go. But that'll always be the case because we're very much built on an us and them society, and one of the most pivotal parts of society is media. Where else are you going to learn what to wear? I'm kidding, by the way. Um, but yes, movies, theater, or movies and TV, I would say, still very based on homosexual characters, still very depicted stereotypically. And even in music, I said I would talk about just a little bit. I think that in the pop music culture, what the majority of people listen to, you could definitely find a few songs that would um, be considered to set that movement back of acceptance, or maybe or of for instance, you're so gay and you don't even like boys, or and everything that talks about in that song. And I kissed a girl and I liked it, showing that why wouldn't I liked it, but maybe I should, that's not what good girls do. It it's poppy as hell, and it's catchy. Don't get me wrong, I can definitely do my groove thing to that song in the clubs, but it also it's like I said with the TV shows, it's important to look at it from an analytical point of view and realize that there's much more um, than what's stated there, and that people don't just base their perspectives or views on the homosexual community on TV shows like Will and Grace or songs like those. Um, but like I said, there is also definitely a movement, seen for a while in theater. Definitely seen much more now in movie and film. Um, yeah, I guess that's about it. You're probably really sick of me hearing me talking right now. And again, I apologize for looking like this, but I've been sick in bed all day in my defense. And I guess if I did get all dolled up for you guys like I wanted to, and be all cute and re-record the video 5 times until I liked every single part, that would pretty much defeat the purpose of everything I said just now. So, this is me. That's what I think. And this is the true life of a sick gay boy in Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. Thanks. Have a wonderful evening, and good night.